I'm gonna be going over some new old content. Hold on. Some background music, you know. What is that? Actually, that's pretty good. I'm just looking for some background music. So apparently, I need something like non-copyright or this. This is probably good enough, right? Creative Commons might even be better. I'm not in the mood to make music, but I'm in the vibe to make content. So here is my most recent highest level of a flex. I'll make this again. This is probably just gonna stay kind of private unless you need it to the taking it serious. Welcome. My name is Mitchell Dylan Agnew Rapp of Inconternal. I am a business owner, musician, and artist athlete. I'm a multi-talented athlete, artist, and certified adventure guide. I'm fluent in many areas of sports, backed with a history of multiple martial arts training to help advance the core technique on ways to face or overcome challenges. Willingly able to work independently or with a team and keep communication support healthy. I went to provincial level OFSA competition for both snowboard racing and track and field, almost making it to national level in both as well. Equivocally meaning, oh, yo, no way, it's actually working. I've been trying to go live for like public in a minute, and it has not worked at all, but now it's just phenomenally working. Welcome. Alright, I could actually do content. I was just venting. That's my application to sponsorship. If you'd like to check it out, or my website, both are available. Contact me or Inconternal. Yeah. I mostly specialize in music, business, economics, or often spiritual arts, along with adventures, biking, longboarding, parkour, snowboard, or skiing for professional level. I've taken advanced level training in skiing as well as snowboarding, snowshoeing, glacier travel, rock climbing, or water sports of all kinds, along with health and fitness, promotion, and other various activities for the varying seasons and environments. Shout out, link where you are from in the world if you're interested. Hello, how's it going? Top comment right there. I'm otherwise generally invested in new skills or helping others to learn healthy activities, have positive experiences, Along with the help of sponsorship, I may be more apt to help promote with the support or academics as well as gear to bring others along. I can actually do my content, but I'm doing that tomorrow. If you'd like to check out some of my new albums or works, keep tuned. Remember to subscribe, follow for more. We cooking. Yeah, brother. It's all fam. Realistically, I am a professional among many others. I will not stop until I am the best or promoting the best to be possible. I can slide on a longboard, I can jump on a BMX, I can send it on full suspension bike, and I can do freestyle snowboarding tricks or free skiing equally well in cities or forests just as well. I'm guaranteed to be one of the best performing athletes in the community, if not greatest for effort, strive, and character. It's about the style, you know? You can do it too, for real. Bliss, which I'm sure is relevant to perform in media, setting, and promotions. I am able to let's go. Uh, I am able, what do you say? Relevant, I'm aiming to be able to commit to exploring in the areas to advance horizons and promote communal activities and helping as much as possible to be advancing in all the reasons I created in Conternal. Yeah. There we go. Originally or any other opportunities possible to be able to advance in our world as a whole. I'm also looking into areas to contribute to societal functions as I have my own business as well. With over a decade of development, I can find ways to make our systems better, and I may be able to make society better as well, like you. I know that with the support it takes to collect attention towards contributions, promotion, and all we're doing together, I believe our partnership to be valuably beneficial. Let's go. I would be an excellent addition to your quality community. I have great drive, abilities, and personality to effectively contribute to your business organizations. I look forward to the chance to speak with you on the opportunity to serve with you. How's it going? Stay tuned. Thank you for your kind consideration. Please find this video compilation of skills. I'm gonna probably get into real content because it's actually working. I've had actual viewers. How's it going? It's been locked to private because I've had too much security. So now I need to utilize that as a video and continue on to my rest of what I'm doing. How you doing? Kind of constricted to what I've done on computers so far, and that's basically just try to sort the last 10 to 15 years of what I've been trying to do in communities and stuff like that. How you doing? Comment if you want any subject matter. I will probably just work on pulling up that collection of my music. See if I can edit the things that I need from here. I'm so hyped. Dope. Yo, what's up? Alright, I might actually work on some music since things are actually working. right? Starting at 0, of course. I'm just gonna freestyle, like no background, unless I just throw on some music. I don't think this is fully copyright. Can I make my just look a little more appropriate than wearing headphones? My Atlantean mastery on. How's it going? Yo. Okay. I don't want to just flow on this because I don't know if it's just gonna copyright and then it's just gonna be more content that's not gonna work. So let me try this. They only have words. I got my own. So it actually changed though. Can I comment on my own video? Like, how does this work? I'm still live? Did you see me while I did that? Or is it just because I know, you're just doing it. Common sense. Still, no one's staying though, you know? Alright. I woke up with this in my eyes, surprised. I'm a human and I sure I'm not making up prize. I swear to the Lord's of the word and the word of the whole horde accord. Sometimes I feel like I'm not falling apart. I wish I could sing or just talk a little more to start imparted with glory. Have you ever witnessed a story between 3 kilometers or more? I was on the phone with the war. Wish I could call it you. I hate this score. As a man, I must be able to research more. Have emotional resilience. Never get overwhelmed about my business. Yeah, my business is taking on the classes. I just want to focus. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I don't want my roll went. That's too loud. How you doing though? What part of the world are you from? Eh? Let's go from the top. I woke up with this in my eyes, surprised. I'm a human and I sure not make it a prize. I swear to the Lord's of the word and the word of the whole horde accord. Sometimes I feel like I'm not falling apart. Wish I could just sing or talk a little more to start imparted with glory. Have you ever witnessed a story between three? I'm actually getting some. Finally, it's not on private. Thank you. Gee, we're working on this for like 2 hours to get up to 7 views. Sometimes it's like 100 or it's zeros. And I don't know why. I'm very good at this part. Everything else. Let's go. What part of the world are you from? Alright. Now it's just too loud and I'm speaking higher than it. Still doing this. Hold on. Just getting levels. I woke up with this in my eyes, surprised. I'm a human and I'm sure not making a prize. I swear to the Lord. Making up the words too. Swear to the Lords of the word and the horde of the whole horde accord. Sometimes I feel like I'm not falling apart. Wish I could just sing or talk a little more to start imparted with glory. Have you ever witnessed a story between 3 kilometers or more? Was on the phone with the war. Wish I could call it you. I hate the score. As a man, I must be able to research more. Have emotional resilience. Never get overwhelmed about my business. Yeah, my business is taking on the classes. I just want to focus, multitask on one thing for success without the hocus pocus. I soak the drip from the top list. Fight the top lip drip. Just need togetherness to gather this rather than just locations of distant relations. I wish I could just stay this straightness. There are so many things I wish I could say, just have to figure it out my own way. Gotta be one of the top rappers of the world. Yeah, no one seems to be able to tolerate God, uttering the possibility, uttering the responsibility, utter raging the wrath I'm overwilling because I'm one of them mentioning. For the love of this goddess, I swear to God, and summon for my children's children's, and so we didn't hurt anyone. If you'd like, this is just. True. Of course, I explain myself when no one's listening, eh? Well, at least I figured it out. I just don't know how it worked. I got a like, I got comment and a half. Yo, straight up though, eh? Damn. Some deep content right there. I'm gonna pick it up where I was left. I just want to see what I have, decide you mean more to me. I want you on inside, set as a player to a game I don't ride. I'm on the same level as someone on a different fly. Think we have the same layer, yet to a psychic, it's about more about what you know there. You could be my country's flag, you're all I aware, no mag. Keep it masked like the mast, lifting ships up with the gas. Too responsible to go too fast, making nitro from recyclables. I tried, applied the most elite force in the world. I for a dream, 1414. Can you tell me through water what a morph means? Back to designing more regimes. I'm on the Lord's team, the money's dream in high esteem. Sure. These are actual songs. I'm just typing that I have followers viewing at the moment. Cheers. Appreciate that. Eligibility of illegitibility, legibility over the ledge of trilogy. Common legend is of a thrive, igniting healthy hope initiative. Building a Billy club, built an empire as a cub. What do you see? That is this electron age of Aquarius. Life's a lot to say when there's more than you can put into one sentence. Have 3-second preemptions, 3-second preemptions. What the ways of the servings? You know what you collected a bag of paradise. What are you doing? We need to be shutting down false systems. We must stand for this land at first. What are we? I will be thirst. The source code of the source code. Does the define line define? The power is for negligence. Part of life that makes sense. What equals doing? This is a necessary problem. Dynamic, your deeper one intentionally. Emblem. I have a mythical equations to be able to stand up to a dragon. Spaceships need their own gravity field because we cope with what tribe that we'd been dealed. God King hoodship like a dapper, like a priest or a Sava sage. Go to desert with healthy collective. Past life introspection of the way we live. Thrive to overcome the challenges we have on the same level. The ability of the nav. No fail option is the equation to heaven. I am the excision making yet keeping precision. All I had heard that God gotta make it through the good ability to attainably the intro spear should be aligned with what I could. Not selling life lineage, and only I have the ledge that I have behave. Tick tick Christos talking with awe, oh of the save. Yo, what? Just got a suggestion. If a ghost, what would you haunt? Fair. I've only been haunted by gardeners, so I wouldn't know. I provide to you, G, all of us too, keeping life as of the priestess to test of quest est. I don't care what I feel. I can identify an attack. Don't fake what is real. Disable the whole hack. Ink Lord. That one isn't fully written out yet. I could write that more. Welcome. Keep up. Okay, stay tuned. More intelligent. This one's called God equals ink internal. And no, it's not with the instrumental. More intelligence makes better ways, yet an excess of success displays. So there's a saying, what you fear you attract. So I'm a fear like $40 million to be exact. How does fear work? It's clear with nothing closer near. You just need the right cortisol and maybe the player fair. I feel silver over gold, that elite, unique champion pioneer. Platinum clear with the strength of a pure beauty stare, a mirror. I'd fear getting what I need most. I'll fear not getting what I deserve by the guidance of Ghost, the Holy Spirit of the whole curve. Not the I'm fearing saying the right thing at the right time in the right way, the right climb or the right writing, the right sign, logos. I must go. So I'ma need to be another god, Expector Gadget with the rapturously wrapped. Might not be tripping, might not want to trip in, making what no get a move vibe right. I'm a fear one and get wanting the rest. I'm feeling good on the resting, I'm on the one. Best test gets respects, guest fastest or next. Yet I'm the one fearing excess. Ever gets the excitement. Where in the world are you from? I'm the type to fear procrastination. Sorry for straw talking as a stray man. Luck doesn't guess, it brings enactment. Ever get bringing the excite? Alright, let's try to back it up. The last needle in the saw isn't the. This isn't a game. I love you too much to be fearing smudge. Get on the other hand, care the way I aim, tear the way I am, accept a true clutch. I fear the wave, the natural law of life might come around and stay without kindness. I'm nice for the love of my life, in my love of life. Classic man, happy wife, happy life, happy strive, happy retirement. I feel you reaching dog or accent. Don't make it me feel sick. My metaphors are thick. I've shaped my life to make sure that I don't get possessed, aka to ensure that I'm not a prick. Look at those 4X's, W moving the excess. I act less than the meditation guidances are signed for the in foreign kindnesses, sacred of the finesses. I'm feeling like who's he? I want to meet her, meet her. Uh, you might need another meter. Sacred of the life worth one. Mean what I do. I mean, sacred being seen as worthy that I do. Yo, haven't seen a comment in a minute. I feel like any moral human would fear losing someone you're like any other. I wouldn't want to say it. It means so much in completion. I'm getting really tired of my words being crossed, like the messages have been lost or tossed. How the heck are you supposed to focus on the positives when the negatives are raining like opposites? I'm over this. I'm onto it. I'm under it. Like the soul, I'm aware. As if I have a false fire. I started young as a persevering peer. There's so much, yet only so much limitation to our end, the way our space-time continuation. I always wanted to be a champion, work under the light of Pleiadian, ink internal. That's God is ink internal. No instrumental. I ensure the promise of no elimination, the far-reaching stretches or rays of mayhem, Elohim, the one day flying through the skies while a revolution's on the rise. So I might just disguise in the conspiratory lies, the insights, the initiatives, the valor of nativities. compared to the color of contrast. One in the earnings, how's our mass? Seriously, about what we've surpassed, compiled with all that didn't in task. We're certainly better off completing, although like any other in following, the balance of identity and anonymity and on immortality, eternity, the fine line of liking things like my own, along with many things I wouldn't alone, no matter what type of things, certain things are wrong, only achievable in evolutionary, going, becoming, but as much for what we bring and what we bring from song. Uh, Yo, where in the world are you from? I have so much concern for the things that have been going on around us, dimensional integration, classifying voodoo to magic and imagination, the scientific differentiation. What does it really mean to be default to heaven? What is best for us to do when the only option? I decreed not to think too much, yet sometimes I feel like I do too little, more than the machinery. Environmental nature must be fertile. Must say telling truth may make your life help. Others say identifying hell may make life well. Reflecting on a time I had too much of my soul to be left or let go. I let my protection system go to extents of the many ignorance, reading belief to truth beyond first glance. I'll rise again, I'll stay that ready. I wasn't with them, Mason or Smitty, for real life to Bell, the warrior I am, and the logos of the godly, straight and eternal. That's default to heaven. Also, it is difficult to be able to steadily rap content at a consistent pace, faster than a normal BPM. Just saying, outwardly. Even if not to them. Respect to you though. For family caring in the rest, from for the forest family to the heights, my kind of kindness and my kind of fights, from the lore of the dungeon or the lord of the wandering, not all who are lost are wandering, referencing back to when it begun, sharpening accuracy and mysticism, caring for the people as I'm one of them. Not only I have taken on this fandom, the reaches of the kingdom, the fables of the world before, beacon and the reason for, the treasure to the challenge, the mythical to the revenge, as we're turning to the invention, the far-reaching space of creation, the informational acquisition, required taste of requiring, the lack of waste for desiring, and the ever long over the firing, so many other, no other enter, in the importance of the center, as each their own creator, this saint or fiend, the great saint or dragon of native ways to this ride. Excuse me, where in the world are you from? Or keep it up, keep going. Of natives of native ways to this ride we're on, continually aspiring on and making from each rise to fall, for there to be more in the entire all, the awe of diversity in the call, the king of trolls or the god of kings. Nothing means nothing without the land it brings, for the holy system other blings, with increased intelligence and knowledge of what may happen forth time for love, for the sake of all that we've learned before. Let the stopping of hell be the stopping of war, for the sentence of this land, its characters of nature, as much for you and the hybridizing creature. The only one option, perfection and realism, as we are the one, as my kind we are. until the protection outweighs for the reasoning stays. Balance and harmony, the heaviness glory, as from whence we return, we're here again. Be not the concern, I've already discerned of all that we, as all, as well all that is, we prevail as the oneness, and from that note home, this continually stays, from this continuation says, the one wondering why the Queen wasn't mentioned in this. Some statements hold too much importance. I'll defend it whether it's an exporter, importer, a visitor, or proportionate. Defensive, somebody discerning. I may stay accurate. And so for the rest of my kind, may happiness be exquisite. Not only I have taken on this fandom, the reaches of the kingdom, the fables of the world before, beacon and the reason for, the treasure to the challenge, the mythical to the revenge, the return of the invention, the far-reaching spans of creation, superconnected conductively as high as gold's profitability, stand on ground of solidarity, solidification is an infinity. E. This one's one of my favorites from this album, which isn't quite done yet. Sigma Epsilon, since everyone's trying to be also Alpha Omega, just like Sigma Epsilon, you know? Don't have to say anything, you said everything. I'm going to be the type to talk for myself. I might even be the type that can speak for else. Just to start the day, and I could perceive, freeze, pursue, perceive, maybe even overachieve prosperously. I'm not, definitely not backing doubt purposefully. Okay, call me what you believe. I keep it tactically. I mean faculties. I mean, could more achieve? I don't think so yet. I don't think I need to. When comes around, goes around. In a word or a word. Do you know the direction? I'm not fine. Line of my rhyming in my Zion. In my design, I'm in design uniform. I make the sign. Got trademark and packed down. Every time I got to decide. Doubt. How to decide to help doubt with hope. Hello. How's it going? Y'all. I hope. Yet I might be the opposite. If you think it's a cope, I'd wear my heart on my head like a cape. Back to being back to attack. Which way do you want most exact? I only wanted one type. I ended up the king of all hype. On the fine line of holding dreams of other beings, I might have to make it back. As much as I do it, care. First time I've had a Jeopardy note. How do I do that? Thank you for the light. Respect to you. Cheers. Appreciate y'all. People wouldn't know how to support if they were told by the one to the truth of the resort. Yet I'm one of them, so I have to be the exception. Still working on getting over my own rebellion. I could have jumped up a grade or fell in behind. Does anyone really decide when this in mind? I find it amazing how the human mind works. That's up to the line of the 10th convention. My brain's on the dimensions, yet my heart says too much to mention. For us, it's the first or the lesson. Without war, that's a war. What are you guessing? Better to have some preparation, omniversal navigation. Maybe God can give us some suggestion. Who's in internal? I'm one time I rest in. Until the one time I rest in. The fight of aggression, of not staying sorry. As I am the Witcher, yet I am the story. I've met every enemy, I've faced every contributor. I know what they thought of me, yet I had my exhibitor inhibitor. As nature may have a response, and yet we may reply, even to a model more than once, yet upon the science I rely. For this reason I require practice, unlike ancient civilization and the intergalactics. Yes, I'd like my success, along with the luck I've earned for this. Carefully I believe, and yet by love, independently arrange, ultimately rearrange. I can only do so much to change. I want to go on too long. Do I want to make sure not to make a mistake? To go on to, I want to go on tomorrow, to go on alone, as opposed to one mistake may make or break. I make my own life plans, rebel your demands, politically specify, realistically deny yet abide. Yes, I've taken lives to a height that they cannot do anything other than properly decide. Every friend that's died and mine on the other end, a structure to be on God's side. In God, the leaps of faith sometimes blend. Can I just have the right support on the right places for the right reasons and at the right times? Like saying to a millionaire, I've saved someone, might not make the same effect as a zero point 0.1. Give you the scientific techniques and see if you can decide what I've done. I'm done. Yet this is just what I've become. I'm one sigma epsilon. I'm sweating. Yo, that's what's up. Hello. Yo, I can say hi. Okay. I got a new phone. It's not working the same as my old one. The only way Hey. Yo, let's fire. Big up, Ronald. That's sick. Shiabula. And was it just dropping bars and going on their way now, eh? Let's go. Which one did I just do? My type, my kind, my type. Alright, this one's my type. My type. Always that's type that's skilled on the floor. That goes with a beat instrumental, makes it more. Make the always wanting more, true supporter, too tripe. A little too psychic to hear the feedback I'm on my mic. Which word did I say? Is it mic or is it a mic? Welcome back to the future. True supporter, true type, through to of date, range from hotter, super great. I make your grace glow golden ways from the depths of the dark, not holding I save, yet what it goes around comes straight through an amount. Got the stacks on the sound, almost forgot to bet the whole count. Every time I around, watching for the whole, betting better on a guarantee. It just makes the effort impassionately till I'll pass so to the asset, triple checking not to regret. Always paid in full like the paramodel with G on the G with the omen, the man with the dozen. Whoa, I need decision. Keep the single in a one in a keep the single 1 a million. My mind's always on a trillion. Could have guessed it's worth a trillium. Been the top gene since I entered, never left the building uncensored. If you don't know what it is, then how do you expect paranormal inspectors respect? I don't know the difference other than the reference. Knowing the whole justice system like the reverence. Jesus Christ inspired, God the Holy Merkaba. Yet I got to keep silence. Mine's always on the miles with some differences in styles in the different kinds of piles. So with me, know my type, the smiles, the worth of hype, define and divide or the war of the warrior, the lonely or story, earth bending for me with the cleanly of mindly, yet always ever so wildly to help define a legendary finding or defining Mary adjustable Jane Lane with an ace to be a plain, to be plain. Just want to know, yeah, I just want it now. Never wanted to be complete, faithful to the devotion of a tree. Make immaculate structure for the one, the few, or even more. The beauty I confess, yet let someone else, if it's one or more or myth, winning with the one to be with, nothing less importance, respectable spectacle. I usually do this with the instrumental. Only the one with the best of the tone, with triumph like everyone else adone. Type to try to connect with someone to planet away, from a planet away. I like, let's make the most for my type to the day. Hey, that's number 6, technically the 7th, because I start at 0, like I am right now. Let's go. Help me feel better about having 0 viewers and 5 likes. Let's go. Rare. Unlike the amount of viewers that I've got, but my content. Let's go. This one's rare. This is a note equal to every genius idea I've ever had that didn't make it to the page, tech or the sad. That what you know about perfection and becoming, I'm fighting for a cause I made in my beginning. Could blame anyone or anything, yet the believing is the construct of the blissing. So more blessing is what creates the parody, the imperative, home life healthy, make the right side wealthy, fighting what you're feeding, bud, what you're needing. When you think about how deep I've dug in the cosmic fire, I'd rather talk about Fight Club. I don't mean I'm mean or that I'm thug. When you join the creed, it's normal over grub. I'm here just for fun or to party. Grab a profession and start the native creative. Yet I've heard this is just what I do. It's just what you do. I do. There are many things that I wish I could say to you, your friend, or maybe just the day. A great way to explain my aim. Get out of the way, will stand for my type of game. Or I'll make it all up like a slave of Thoth. The heart scales matter the most. Yo, good you? Those are pretty good. I'm getting at least like over 100, so I know I'm not on private. Sorry for replying. I respect you. Thank you for staying. Keep on going. Uh, or I'll make it up like a slave of Thoth. The heart skills matter the most. They want to be dead. I've wanted revenge. An A-team for the ledge. Maybe an AR-15 because it's my kind of licenser. Wouldn't leave my anything scratchy. Customize the tracks. No attacks, traps, or taxes on the raps. Making raps. And some more rhetorical story. I've got inside a logo with on a piece of Lego. I meant it, couldn't hurt at you. Where the legs go, give me a leaf, I'll give you a sphinx. One too hard to be able to do the basic thanks. For example, I mean to say thanks, suggestions. I got to make more of these cause I can't die with this bag of dreams and this wave of themes. Park for me, start for me, I mean start. I never meant to say wait. Since hasn't ever worked. What's on your plate? We debate what's on our stake. Sometimes I find it easier to face the challenge. I don't give or make a failure alright. These bars are rarer than your cars. Yet you can have them for free. Just remember to pay me. Blame it on my ABCs and ABD plus OCD with some ADHD. Now I'm going to be alright if they don't survive on a straight. Yeah. With the space in the middle of it. Just because I fit in doesn't mean I survive. Just because I thrive doesn't mean I sit in. Just because I know the way doesn't mean I am. though I really am. There's no way to decide. I throne her or a tribe, a democracy that I abide, a democracy that I divide, so that we may all see the shy. From the works of the reach of the genius of the needs, the nerds in my niche. I'm scared to see I love you to be. Don't want to regret saying I'm not evil or won't be. I believe I'm with you and you're with me. Stand beside or behind the front line. I'm on only here to climb. I decide the way up from inside. Cheers to the base as I continue to chase. Yo, I appreciate you, eh? This one's called Straight, like the album. Heal the devil, heal the Antichrist is the original idea I had for this. So now it's called Straight. Check in. Killing like Christ, Batman with the dice, keeping it like thrice, trusting the timing of mice. Why think of something nice? No matter how punctuation, that's definitely a tomorrow problem, so I'm taking it out today, ready for Spotify on play. I can make this day after day. I can do this, I believe in the way, yet I hate the hate of hate that's hate. The antelope, enter Potter, box. Into Antipode, anticipate, participation and precipitation, persuasion and percussion, instruction, guidance, begun, no gun, no holster, no fighter. I must be the ultimate writer in a format of coding that in the moments you need it most, instruction of the Holy Ghost, construction of the coast to coast, the investment's point of most. I followed the main underground to be collected, changing worlds, not words, worlds, not words. Like characters of the forest, the nature's forest chorus overtook the worst. They tried to throw it on me, scared to come back because all the hate that was free. Still so many types of currency and concerns and urgency, like it matters to me, kind of like you or me. Please heal the enemy rather than make it 3G. The god might fight from afar, the king look you in the say and say, they look you in the eye and say R. For the science of historical queens, I'm not talking referring, I mean machines. I didn't talk about these things for reasons it brings, protection it sings. Still unsure how to put it into words. I'm scared of healing the enemy in a way that overtakes the ability to try to help thee. Overthought everything, those overall the thing. I'm currently more concerned with how the birds will react to this ability to be true with you. Making strange music look straight into the eyes to confuse it. May have no fear, yet have no hate unforgiven. That sums it up there for lives we live in. The ability to heal them, take the good out and run. It's quite equation. I'm indifferent, drum, healing to whoever and whatever the real enemy is. Stop fighting each other. We're like cousins, different relations and different annotations, innovations, and sensing deviations. It's hard to hear with the statements. A tripart tactic is nice. Anti-Teist or Christ. Leave it on a better note for the ice. Platinum chain, all concise. Break down the ante to Christ and realize the warrior is nice. Think of something nice, your kindness. I am, and I'm the one. Attribution, identification, association, and the creation, straight and control. I'm kind of getting the interaction with the audience isn't the same as me just doing some impressive things, but I appreciate if you got this far on the afternote effect because no one's watching at the moment. You know, I still gotta engage. You know, interact. Cheers.
Bless you. Keep it going, right? Wait till someone shows up, or it's all us. Watch till the end. I'll have some sort of special thing. That's what they all say. But I'm already famous. Legible eligibility, legend of the legendary king, kind of the alive, thrive going to arrive, driving down the streets, every matter in the complete, havingness or requiredness, the ability to make fire from this, how's if nothing was ever in the way, patience to the presence of bliss, preparedness along with the say, the ability to make myself 4 multiplying divisions itself, keeping simplistic as required, eligibility artistic and desired, arrows fired, arrows fired, arrows fired until I'm retired. Every slice caught in the made stream sought. I'm definitely like every other except I'm not. The different only difference between me and you is I make this like God, not about. I'm meant to say not a bot. Put us together, we have a shot for all that's worth, the reasons we call it Earth, and the greatness of our species, the tender for the messages. I mean, sometimes expressions really needs to say expressions. The aggression stay regressing, like progression and introspection. Every inspection, making the lesson, testing the question until it's the best one. I've been here for lifetimes. I believe it. I've begun this one time. Thank you, and continue on the next cue. Feel free to pick up on a fresh bag or a few more jobs for our flag. The debate over winning, continuing over re-beginning, did all it takes in the connection of this life we live and the beyond inspection. Together we are the best at home. Get some and keep making going. Getting the feeling there's more to this, making up mistakes with no mistakes, and I'm almost already famous. That's how I got into this, making a perfectionist, alchemical rebel. I will make it the exquisites. I deserve an EGOT for my life paths. That's not an ego, check the graphs. Give me a Grammy. That's it. That's all I got. Check out that album pretty soon if you'd like to see it in real form with the whole making done. I can make some more things happen. Or you can check my DJing. I don't have much available because I made too much and then didn't pay for it. So I lost like 500 hours available content for you. Remember to hit that like button because that 5 is pretty good for me. I appreciate you though. Let's go. And I have a website if you want one of these, you know? Let's keep it going, yeah? It's more about what we're doing it for. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for staying. Thank you for being the one. Cheers, peace, and I'll see you again soon if you're interested in what I'm doing. Let's get it. And eternal peace, praise, and live long in Canadian or wherever you're from. Let's get it. Boom. Be real. Be a Garthan. I said I would have some sort of a surprise for the end of this stream. I got like 5 minutes left, so I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just like do my first song real quick, because everything else is actually done really well so far. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know if it would really be a special treat or like retreat. I'd like to see what you're doing though. If you have anything to share, I love to interact with others. I am not even by choice social. I'm very Gemini in my mind. Spirit incarnate type vibe. I appreciate you. How's your day going too? You know, let's pursue this. Be a little less persuasive in the areas that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm not a Saturn. I got rings on me too, though. These ones are the type that make the spaceships go, whoa, whoa. Let's go. I should do this one next. That would take a while. It's an hour and a half long album, to give you a hint. I've been trying to actually do a full day where I just go through all of my songs. And that would take a lot of hours, probably 10 hours of writing in lyricism. Welcome. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And that would take a full day. So I might try to do that soon, but I gotta get better at actually interacting with people or they'll just leave. Which is like somewhat beneficial in the way that, you know, if you want your stuff that's really good to sound like it's all in your control, you can sound really bad at it. And that's one way to see it as a beneficial. Although, when you're making it really well, you want to go somewhere with it. Peace out, though. You're scared. I have a 10-minute song somewhere, but I have 3 minutes left, so. What was I doing? Remember to like. Trying to get more than 5 right now. If you'd like to be that one, make yourself proud. Real talk. I. Ha. I'll try it. I'm doing my first song. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm gonna be real. See how well I can still do it. I got 2 minutes left, and when I first produced it, it was a 7-minute song. Can't even do it like that, too. There's too much meaning to it for it to just like. My birth given name is Mitchell Dillon Agnew Rapp, an incarnate individual with access to a divine innate map, and now I'm back to redefine the logo messages of Rapp, reflecting on the pre-days of the higher enemy, back before the spawn point ever even met the yoni, high as the sky like sound, we stand the ground, I've been through finance from hell and round, lifetime of experience to manifest this tile profound sound, metaphorically put my life into the serving of this rap, metaphysically to keep spirit body aligned in order to stay rap. Originally started this rap with a casted half-broken hand, building my totem up from moments we shift ways that we understand. This is how I express who I am and why I am right where I stand. I was born and raised throughout the whole lands of Ontario. It'll probably take another minute to explain the whole scenario of envision these messages being played through our stereo. Of course, I'm not actually saying anything that I'm not saying. Though are you really not seeing what they've been not seeing? Everything's equally important because it's all of matter rigidly. God, I haven't done this in like a year. Everything's equally important because it's all of matter religiously. I haven't sworn yet, I might as well not. Religiously practiced ways of climbing the metaphysical ladder to each is their own crown, and I've been haloing like the raddest hatter, returning members from far and wide here for this conscious revolution. I almost can't even tell if that number of how many people are watching at the moment are real or not, because sometimes I've had none and there's still someone there watching, and I appreciate you. Sorry. Sometimes I just think it's Big Brother watching me too. Don't worry. Everything's equally important because it's all of matter religiously practiced ways of climbing the metaphysical ladder to each is their own crown, and I've been haloing like the raddest hatter, returning members from far and wide here for this conscious revolution. Open the key box to unfold other whole new Nova Gaia nation. correlate the why, spiraling connected just like a constellation. Earn the Rapp and the international adapts. Tapped to the rise of a current dawning rap. Found myself writing on the front line app. Every scripted word and every single sacred line seemed so damn absurd, yet also blessedly divine. Surpassed our dogmatic illusions with some illustrations of old, leading our paths together through ink internal waves of gold. We all know the legends, know how to notice why it's rolled. I'm finally back with that what I wrote. I meant chemical references of a space-time far away. I thought I was already done beyond. Recorded here again to fulfill like a bond. Fuck, my fucking fat lip is fucking annoying. Also, cheers. Reincarnated again, fulfilled I got a bond. I'm not a fish though, I've lived in this relative pond. I'm in higher definition, raising with resonance human. Answers arose within me as my energy surged just like shaman. Self-sworn sage of wisdom as pure as the time of Solomon. Reflecting fractals in the air, of which I care because it's fair. I've literally gone from hopefully homelessness to this bliss now here. Be our cause because here's where I'm forever and always required most. Instead of chasing ourselves in and out of the land of the ghosts. Coasting through all the true events of the mask, perceived the acceleration of existence all gaining fast, felt first to last in a stretch I'd so longer be length. Seems the residual effects of my path have given me strength. My most common comment usually guards my lyrical simplicity. What can I say when I find the most in the vastest intricacy? The internal workings of my eye surging on our mystery. Each crafted bar of her words holds some things noteworthy. Creating block manifestations all exerted in a hurry. I feel as I'm a shepherd holding up our light squad. Phrase the definition of the tree until it's really a quad. Yes, you know what I'm really asking for is who is God. My nickname's usually Mitch, though sometimes it's been hell. Drop a bar and turn the M and begs my note goes so well. I work with the elements of Gaia, cosmically renowned. Search how deep the rabbit hole goes just to be found. I comprehend lifetimes of epiphanies in the present minute. Once this was a dream, now I'm embodiment, living it. Integral to my name, and I'll continue to proclaim. I am Rapp, I am, again and again. In the same wave, I maintain a little more. Another woke in the cause of a real door. I wouldn't stop then, right here again, all one. Revolutionary proceeding, yet I'm not done. Not in that I've never started without finishing. I just want to know what the augment. Was it the end or the start of all my hiking? Striking my questions, selectively sent. Teleport all the best or some of the truth. Gets real knowing how to savor all of life. That mark's still there to meditate on chakras. The centerpiece healing for our anahatas. Performance overflowing, growing in the quantum. Facing daunting keeps revealing momentum. I've been cross underevaluated factor fourth. Only oneness essence as we're all worth, held filled similar to the effective quartz, clearly amplified and measurable in hertz. More room for filling areas of high notes, got to what I'm forming enough flow emotes. Roads I've rode with no paddle, just lead on, know where to know, anyway grids go beyond. Free to pour my vial of tonic, it's vibe creation, cause limits like fears are often a mass illusion. In a journey of silence, seeking peace of mind, initial waves of turbulence, tribal ways aligned. Imagine the challenge of living in a mountain. God, oh, yet drop killing, yet drop the killing for plannings of a vegan. So far, I keep going, zailing goal at hand. Feel the healing, realer process taking stand. Trance of the lights engraved in solemn, yet seen, yet I continue within when highly decisive from the lowest of times when I'd rather not having money crimes. Switched what I enabled with no condonance, quite coarse to the core of some coincidence. Reasonable senses condenses out from in. May have been absurd before existing as wind. Then again and again reversing monatomics, enriching as old growth, vertigo of time ticks, all one collection of Akasha print I'm into, currency of integrity, channeling a wind too, straight off the streets going for the rest, still a great deal of discernment blessed, next to be with the predictable form of a curse, a green center to the third quarter verse, beam to the fish shift like a new age done it, key components of being innately shown lit. That was my first song. It's been a minute. And it has 1111 words. 1110 words. How did I say that wrong after the entire song? I swear this league isn't that difficult. It's just my part in it that is. Welcome to Rapp. That means my life. This is my business. Check out my stuff if you like. I will be here. You'll be aware after you hear what I have to say, or we can just stare. Shout out to where you are in the World Cup. Let's go. I heard Mexico almost made it today, but they got one foul and they had the waves, but I had mine. Let's save this world because I'm not dying. Let's go. Eternal peace. All of the best. And to the next. Stay the best. Respect context. Peace. Thank you. Let's go.